faded talk, real speed. Pour up a drink, say what you feel. Free game for sale, TF for real. We talking money, you hungry, so let's go chase some meal.
Keem Insights. What episode is this, Ryan? What episode is this?
Say 15.
15, 16, who knows at this
The
point.
big 15. Say number 9. It's okay.
Shout out to Ronnie though, producer, editor, always. Got my guest, Tamed by Town.
What's good? What's good?
And we're gonna get right into it today. So, you're a hairstylist. How long have you wanted to be a hairstylist?
So I've been wanting to be a hairstylist my whole entire life. Like, no joke. Like, me and my cousin was, I think, a good 8 when Babs came out. I don't know if anybody familiar with Babs. It's the Black African princesses, where it had Halle Berry and I don't know the other actress name, but basically they loved her fashion, everything. And me and my cousin had the dream like we always gonna be like that. But yeah, and then I used to always watch like ice skating, award shows, fashion shows. So I just always used to watch all those shows, looking at the hair and the outfits. And then I go in my room and recreate outfits on my Barbie dolls, do their hair. But yeah, that was me and my cousin's dream, and I just decided to live it out because she left me 2009. It was a sudden death. She ended up having a seizure. So she was already a licensed cosmetologist when she passed. So I just went full-fledged and just lived out our dream.
How'd you get started with that, by doing that?
So the way I started it was simple. I started in the kitchen.
Okay.
You know, people coming over. People coming over, getting their hair braided. I was a teenager, actually, 6th grade. My mama actually started me in the bathroom. Let me reverse that. She started in the bathroom. She had short hair at the time, so she was like, come curl my hair just to do a touch-up. Well, that turned into me actually curling her hair, my aunt's hair. Then before I knew it, I locked myself in the room one day, braided my hair down for a party. Came out, everybody was like, ooh, who did your hair? Who did your hair? I was like, me. So I was like, can you braid mine? So from there, it just took off. And that was a good 2001, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. 01.
That's what's up. So, tell us a little bit about your products. What all you got here?
Okay, so my products, Tame Your Mane. It's Tamed by Tam. So I started out with actually the satin bonnets, and that was actually 3 years ago. I always just had the problems with my clients leaving, saying that they couldn't find a bonnet long enough or it wouldn't stay on. So I just did my research, Googled, connected with a couple of vendors, and I found the long bonnets and the short bonnets, and actually something that wasn't so tight on the scalp. So basically, I just ended up ordering some, passed some out, kept some for myself, got back good reviews. So once I got back the good reviews, I just went crazy. Started out, of course, black and purple. Everybody know purple is my color. And so from there, I just kept adding different colors that other people would like, but also be versatile to men and children. So, yeah.
You know, I'll be asking where I get my bonnets from. And my pajamas said, this is a person that I get it from.
Yeah.
Are you going to come out with a pajama line?
I don't know. You know, I
When
love...
it fits, it goes along.
Yes, I love the whole look from the photo shoot, everybody pajama sets. So I thought about the pajama sets and also satin pillowcases. Oh, then I do have now natural. And when I say natural, it's natural. It's no harsh chemicals, no alcohol or nothing. Shampoo, conditioner, and detangler. Now, I came out with this line specifically because I had tender-headed kids. And I noticed that, like, their parents needed an extra boost of what to actually use on their hair. So once they told me what they needed to, like, the actual problems that they was having, I just was like, I did my research, of course, went back to the drawing board and created Tame Your Mane, and then I have Untangle Your Mane, and that's the detangler, and that's basically help the kids. But that conditioner right there, put you to sleep. Every time I use it on my clients, they be like, They so relaxed. The peppermint just soothes them on out.
It's peppermint.
Has the tingling in the scalp. The shampoo has the eucalyptus in it.
Okay.
So I'm just,
Good
touching
for
on,
you.
on Mother Nature.
Yeah. What all do you know how to do when it comes to hair? Like, what all styles? What all can you do?
So I can pretty much do almost anything. Almost, and I say almost because
Learn lock shit.
I I know how to do the locks. I know how to retwist locks. That I do know how to do, but I just stay away from it because everything that I can do, like I don't master at it, and I know other people in the industry that does better than me. So I just like to refer other people because I know I'd rather for somebody to go somebody that actually loves it and have a passion for it.
Yeah.
So no, like I can retwist, but no, that's not my lane. There's so many other people that do great. So I'm gonna send you right on to somebody else.
So your lane is just
Braids, natural hair care, and protective styles. So like crochets, sew-ins, quick weaves, curl styles. I can do a lineup now, but I ain't about to give you no boosie fade.
you have a website you want to promote or anything?
So yes, I do have a website, and that is tamedbeautyhaven.com. And on that website, it has my products as well as my links to my booking site. And also, I do have actually on a couple other entrepreneurs. I have on Brown Mode. I have on her highlighter and some of her eyeshadow. She's new to the game. As you can see, it's Brown Mode, and it's brownmode.com. And then Amorphia by Adri. I actually have on both of these shades right here. One is called the Georgia Peach. And then I have on this good old clear Dream Bubble. And actually, this is my favorite. Me and my child fights over this.
How many kids do you have?
4.
4.
Yes, 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay. Where do you see your business going from here?
Through the roof. The sky's unlimited. I always say it's unlimited. I eventually plan on being in different states. I got a goal and I have a dream that I got to keep under wraps right now.
Sure.
But eventually, when it do take off, it's going to be in multiple states to where people can attend all shades of color to learn not only the hair that's taught now, but also our hair, how to maintain it, because that's the hardest thing that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah. You said what you saying that do you believe in like if you tell your dreams before they happen that they won't happen or too soon? That you can like block your blessing?
You can definitely block them. You can definitely pass them along. And you can definitely be stagnant. You can definitely like not fall through with it because it's like you've put it out there, and sometimes the way I feel is once you put it out there, God wants to see like, are you gonna move on it, or it's probably not His time, so it's like you spoke too soon. So yeah, sometimes I feel like you can do it too soon, and somebody come and swipe it from you, like you be like, that was my. But hey,
And you press the gas on it, it's gone.
it's gone.
It be happening sometimes. That happened to me a couple of times, I feel like. What is beauty to you?
Beauty? Beauty is beyond the surface. Beauty is pretty much anything. I say beauty is what you make of it. Anything that may seem ugly is always has a beautiful meaning behind it. Like you have to sometimes search inside to see the beauty of everything. So I think beauty is just, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's beyond the eyes, definitely.
I definitely think you hit it on part. Like, we all see it as beauty is just, like you said, it's more skin deep. It's a person character. Like, you can be ugly, but a person can be pretty, but they can really be ugly on the inside. So it's just, it'll take away all the beauty they have if they don't have a good character, a good
Yep.
Good person.
Character, uniqueness, like
Personality.
personality, just it's all the traits that creates who you are. So yeah, beauty is beyond the eye.
What would you tell the little girl version of yourself?
That's that hard one. So the little girl version of me, I just tell her, girl, keep going and stop listening to what everybody else got to say. Cause it don't matter in the long run. It don't matter at all whatsoever. And like I used to be a people pleaser. So yeah, I just always tell myself, little self, like, girl, go after what you want, stick to what you want, don't procrastinate, and just go for it. And wait on them kids, girl. Hold on.
Faded talk, real spill.
At what age do you determine how to hold kids accountable? And how would you go about it? Because you say you have 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. At what age did you start holding them accountable, and how did you go about that process?
Honestly, I don't know exactly what age, but when kids are old enough to understand right from wrong, like you have to teach them accountability no matter what. Because if they feel like they done something and you don't hold them accountable for it, then when they get older, then they gonna shift the blame on everybody else all the time. And it's like being a parent, like you gotta know your kids. And that's why I know my kids. Like I can tell like when they not telling the truth, I can tell when they done something. It's just about the tone of their voice or like the look on their face or how they might respond to me. Like I just know. Like so at the age that they start doing right from wrong, so that could be as early as 4, 5. Once they start going to school, you definitely gotta hold them accountable.
Do you believe in gentle parenting?
If you ask my older two, they would say, "Yeah, she sure do, cause she let them get away with everything. They don't know what a whooping is." So, and I done heard it already. So, I believe in.
Sound like you went through it and learned your lesson, so you try to put some corrective action behind it.
Yeah, cause at the end, when my oldest two were growing up, I kind of shifted it a little bit because it was like, okay, you cannot keep disciplining them the same way that you were growing up because it's not working and it's not healthy. So I just switched the roles. So they got a little gentle parenting too, but I guess I would say my gentle parenting is like I don't raise my voice as much. I don't pull out the belt. I might have to say, you hear what I said? You gonna make me whoop you?
Get your little mama voice on.
Yeah, be like, now you sit down. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I say I gentle parent a little bit, not too much, cause they gonna do some wall sits now, honey. I ain't gonna hit them, but they might get some wall sits. That hurt worse.
You said what?
Wall sits.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hurt worse.
I remember my teacher in 5th grade. Whenever we would get in trouble, she would make us walk around the hallway with books over our head, like just on like for the whole class period. I'm
Yeah.
just like, so we learned that real early.
I think I done stood there with some books in front of me before. So yeah, yeah.
Where do you feel like self-worth comes from?
Knowing who you are. Definitely knowing who you are. Once you know who you are and you know what your worth is, you know how you should be treated, you know how you want to be treated, like that's where your self-worth come in. And yeah, I've never been in this position where I'm like, I know my worth because it took a while for me to learn my worth. But yeah.
I think that's everybody. 'Cause it definitely took me a minute.
Yeah.
And then like when you start to get to that point, you start to drift away, be more ambitious, so you grow out of people, little stuff. What do you value most in a friendship? Do you have a lot of friends?
I have a lot of associates. And I say that because I had to learn that too. Everybody ain't your friend. So what I value about friendships is just somebody that is always going to have your back, whether you in a room or you're not. Like, because I know that's the type of person I am. Like, I can't allow nobody to come in and just be like, oh, well, you know, such and such. Like, I actually had an incident like that where somebody walked in and thought they was going to talk about my friend. And I'm like, hold on, did you say that to her?
Yeah.
Well, all right, let me just back you up a little bit. But, yeah, so just being transparent, open, trustworthy, because that's something hard for me to do is trust people. So, and then the same way I am, because I'm loving. Everybody knows, like, Tam will go above and beyond for you. So I don't ask you to be like me, but just have some of the same qualities and traits.
Yeah. Basically, just have the same mindset, be aligned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What do you answer that question?
Value in a friendship? Honesty, loyalty, integrity, respect. Everything else should come with it.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you can't have that type of collaboration with a person and it still be just flowing easily, if it's too much tension or something, then somebody's lying or somewhere, y'all not really friends.
Right.
So
No, that all too well.
basically just you gotta stand on your morals and principles with someone. Like actually build a bond and be there for someone. Show up in that person's life. Be present in that person's life. Basically. So
Speaking of friendship, so I met my friend, it's been 20 years, when I first moved to Las Vegas. We still friends to today. And we've been apart now, let's see, my daughter is 19. We've been apart for 18 years. We've, like, visited each other, like, we met each other in Nashville one time. Met each other back at home one time. I flew to Hawaii just to see her. But our friendship has never changed. Like, it's been solid since day one. Like, we can get mad at each other and still be in the same room. And it's like, well, what's your issue? You gonna say that? You gonna say what you gotta say? Like, I value that. And you just brought up friendship. Like, we just talked for hours on Saturday on my way back home. And we're just having general conversation. And she told me, she was like, Tamara, she was like, I'm thankful that me and you are friends. She was like, you know me. She was like, I could just be myself. Like, I tell you everything. Like, truthful. I'm like, vice versa. Like, who else you gonna tell it to? Who else I'm gonna tell it to? Like, and you gonna give it to me raw. Like, she done gave me relationship advice I didn't want to hear. But I gotta take it on the chin. That's my bestie. And vice versa for her. Like, it's just, no matter the distance, no matter the time we might go apart, because she's in the Air Force, like, and might not speak, like, it's never changed. Never. Now, we had to relearn each other because we weren't kids no more. We adults now.
Right.
And when we had to relearn each other, it was a shouting match. Like, we got it all out. Because I think it was more so, like, we was apart for so long. It's like, I can't believe we've been apart this long, but I'm about to say this to you because I feel like this, and I feel like, why you ain't been telling me this, and you been going through this, and you ain't telling me this, to the point her brother was like, yo, like, what's wrong? We was like, stay out of it. This is what we do. But, you know.
you gotta break down that wall to get to the other side sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
What does the world need more of?
Honestly, man, if we can rewind time to how people know how to be, for one, real, for one, trustworthy, for one, loyal, solid, for one, just like how I was raised. Like, in the 90s, like, everybody lived carefree. Like, it wasn't no social media for one. So it's just like,
Social media killed everything.
Everything. And sometimes I don't like to be on social media because I've always been the type of person I rather play in the shadows. But it's like now, because I'm a go-getter, I'm a hustler. So it's like everything in the light is already gravitated to me. But
When I say like kill everything, it's just I feel like that's in a general sense, because it's like you said, you have to be on social media to get to where you want to be in life now. So it's just.
But I learned how to decompress though. Some days I will literally sleep, like, and put my phone out to the side. I remember one day I woke up, I had over 100 or some notifications. I'm like, I get to them in a minute.
Yeah.
Like, as long as my kids is good, like, I get to them in a minute. Like,
My social battery be dead.
It
Sometimes
do.
I'll
It's
just
draining.
I'll just take breaks from social media, like from certain apps for like certain amount of time, just so I can be more carefree.
but the world just need more people to be understanding. Cause like everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, cause you can't say everybody, cause I don't know everybody. But it's just like a lot of people are so judgmental, and you can just tell by social media. Read them comments. Comments tell it all.
Comments be funnier than the actual posts nowadays.
It do be funny though, cause listen, as soon as somebody posts up, I be like, let me check the comments, and now people start posting the comments like, I just came for the comments, because I mean that's what it is. Like, yeah.
What does the world need less of?
Well, that's a tough one. Let me see. Less hate, for real. I'm gonna say that. I ain't really no tough one. Less hate. Less competition. Cause everything ain't no competition. Like, I ain't competing with you. I'm competing with myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm real out competing with who I used to be.
Right.
Like, I'm looking at myself through the lens of what I know in my mind. So it's like, stop trying to compete. Like, everything is not a competition. It's not a race.
For everybody out here.
It
Like everybody
is.
can eat. Everybody can have their own.
Everybody. Listen, I traveled out the country for the first time, and people need to go outside the country. I promise. Because when you go outside the country, you see life in a whole different light. Like, because you see the hustlers. You see the people they don't care. People in other countries, they don't be caring about.
What country did you go to?
I went to Colombia.
Were
Yeah.
you scared?
No, I wasn't
No?
scared. I was with my protector, so no, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared at all. But it's just like, just to see people in a different light. Like, these people like work non-stop most of the time. Then it's like, even they police there, like, they didn't care what you had going on. I don't even think they had a speed limit or none of that. Like, they wasn't caring unless you was committing a crime. Like, and it's just different. Like, yeah, too much competition.
What is something difficult you're working on right now?
Difficult I'm working on?
What is something difficult that you're working on right now?
Myself.
Yourself? That's fair.
Yep. What's something difficult you working on?
Consistency
Yep.
and patience. Yeah.
That falls. I'm working on that too, especially the consistency part.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy for real.
Yep.
So
Your own self-critic.
yeah, for sure. What do you feel is the most important thing you've done in life so far?
Raise my kids. That is like the biggest accomplishment, because I'm still raising 2. Actually 3. But I have successfully, as a parent, see my first child graduate high school. So that is a big blessing. And on top of that, I have showed them that, like, a 9 to 5 is cool. You can work for somebody else, or you can work for yourself. Like, so it's like just being able to show my kids the different lifestyles you can choose from in a positive light. Like, that's it. And then just having the freedom, like, being able to, I can pick up and go to work when I want to. And my kids feel like, hey, Mom, we ain't seen you in enough. I'll shut it down. Like, just having the freedom of being able to control my life, but also make sure, they good in the process.
Because that's everybody's ultimate goal, I feel like, for sure. Is it better to be realistic or optimistic?
Both.
Both?
Both.
Definitely feel like you gotta have like a sprinkle of it in there.
Yes.
Of optimism in there for sure.
Yes, because you gotta be optimistic. You gotta be ready to just, man, go for it.
Yeah.
Have the hope. But then you gotta be realistic because you gotta be truthful. You gotta be truthful with this. Is this actually me? Is this actually the life that I want?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like you gotta have both.
All right, finishing up, I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions. Craziest thing you done in a relationship?
Which one? Which one?
Number one craziest thing.
Oh, the craziest thing I probably done, and I think I talk about it all the time. This is my son's father. I took his vehicle because he try to be smart, try to be funny. I took his vehicle, boy. I don't know what it was. We got into it or something, and I drove off.
The youngest age you would date?
I don't think I can go under 28.
28? Okay.
And I say that because I have a 19-year-old. So it's like, you know, if I go below that, no, because it's too close.
Yeah. What is one of your most embarrassing moments?
Y'all listen. So this one time, I was going to go on a date, right? And I was like, I think I was maybe like 22, 23. No, it may be. I don't know. I don't know how old I was. I was still in my 20s, my early 20s. So I walk out the back of the house. Now, I was a heel fanatic, stayed in heels. Listen, I was walking down my sidewalk, going to the car. And at the end of the sidewalk, I don't know what it was. I don't know if my heel got stuck in a crease or what, but my whole ankle buckled. And when it buckled, I hit the front end of his car. And I walked around and I got in the car. And he was like, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good." He's talking about, "You might need to go in there and take them off. You can't even walk."
If you had the chance to meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Who do I really want to sit down and talk to? For real, no. Tyler Perry. Like, I want to sit down and talk to him.
For real?
Listen, because I remember
You got some shit to say?
Man, I remember I was a little girl and I was going over my auntie and them house and they was playing the Tyler Perry plays on VHS. Mm-hmm. So, bro, I've been watching it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Now this man on
half of Atlanta.
pretty much, like, and I'd be watching his shows and I'd just be like, dang, so you mean to tell me that's on his studio? Like, this is a whole hospital.
Last one, dream vacation. Cause you've been out the country now.
You know what?
Dream vacation.
The one place I do want to travel because they said it's still places that are existent from the books in the Bible. I want to go on that whole excursion.
The what?
It's still places like you can travel to that's in the Bible.
Okay.
Like, I still want to go. I want to go. I want to get that spiritual connection. Like, I done tapped into my spiritual side, y'all, in like the last year. Heavy, real heavy. Not saying I'm holy and down, because baby, I still God know my heart. I'm still trapping the line sometimes. But listen, my spiritual side, like, I just want to go to where a place is peaceful, serene. I feel the love of God. I just get some guidance. Because I've been going through a lot.
Yeah. And
people don't know, like, I hold a lot of stuff in. Like, you only see what I'll allow you to see on the outside.
Right.
And that's just because I was raised by a strong woman. So, yeah, that's my dream vacation.
Basically, some motherland. Yeah, resonating with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Wrapping it up. Keem Insights, Team by Town. That's it.
Real speed, pour up a drink, say what you feel. Free game for sale, TF for real. We talking money, you hungry, so let's go chase some meal.